What's going on, guys? It's your boy Coach Mike, and we are here not for a workout but for a posing clinic. First posing clinic here at NXT Level Supplements. I know you guys watched my last video where I had a workout with Coach, back workout, and we had an interview with the owners here. And today we are hosting our first posing clinic. We got the bikini girls over here. We have classic physique guys over here. We got men's physique guys behind me. So we got multiple classes here. We got Miss Jeannie here, who is actually an OCB promoter. Of course, we got my coach, and then we have some other coaches here to help us pose. So sit back, relax, enjoy this one. If you're not at this posing clinic, you're tripping. Make sure you're at the next one. Let's get it. Let's stay legendary.
Doing the music? Oh, was that you? Nope. Oh. All right. I'd like to introduce you guys. This is Jenny. She's the checkered flag.
Magic City and Tampa National.
Okay, there you go. She does them all.
All right.
You are a what? Figure pro, correct?
Figure, yeah.
Figure and?
Yeah. No, just figure.
Just figure. Okay, she's a figure pro.
Just figure.
Okay, I thought you had more than that.
No, promoter, judge for 11 years, promoted for 6 years. So I judged for NBA, I judged for OCB, and I'm promoted for OCB for 6 years now. So,
all right, this is Zane. He'll be working with you men's physique guys. We have Big Mike here. He's gonna be working with the classic physique. We have Zach and Nick and Mike here, owners of the gym. So we appreciate them allowing us to do this here.
Yep.
We have Gooch right here. Say hi, Gooch. He'll be walking around filming. And
Lex.
Max? Lex, I'm sorry. Lex, everybody, get to know everybody. The more people you know, the easier and better your life will be, especially in this sport. Pick her brain for knowledge. She's a promoter. She knows everybody. Pick your coaches for knowledge. Again, you want every little advantage you can get when you get on stage. And again, thank you guys for letting us do it here. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, let's split up into groups and get it done.
Muscle, right? You'll lose it so quick as soon as you start cutting, because you cut callus. Yeah. But you put on that muscle that's mature. So, like, I got it 235 last offseason.
Listen, fat Coach Mike right now, but it's okay. At least you can see some of the abs. Wait till I start cutting down. Your boy had to gain 40 pounds for this. You know what I mean? Look at Moose. Moose is a specimen over here. He stays lean all the time. I've never seen Moose ever fat, ever in my life.
I mean, if I could step on it, like that's 20 pounds.
Alrighty, guys, so as you can see behind me, we have the wellness and bikini girls. We actually put down carpet right down here. If you guys are wondering why we have carpet, is because it's easier on them when walking in their heels, because as you can see, they have to learn how to pose with heels. We go barefoot, so it's a little bit different. But right now what Miss Jeannie is doing is really teaching them how, one, to be confident on stage, two, to walk with poise, because being on stage they still have to walk like a lady, but also to be able to show their curves, muscles, and all that great stuff. And so Miss Jeannie's a pro herself, so I know she's already doing it big over there. Alrighty, guys, so what we have over here, as you can see, we got the men's physique. We got Coach Zane right now coaching this young guy up right here. I think this is going to be his first show, so I mean, I remember those days myself, and it's one of those things to where, like, the fact that he's even out here right now trying to get better shows a lot about his character. Think about men's physique, that's different from maybe any of the other bodybuilding that you've seen. A lot of it's more of, upper body. They don't care as much about legs. I know lately they've been kind of wanting a complete physique with the legs and the fullness, but they really want to see that V-taper, right? The small waist, shoulders, back, abs, all that stuff. So a little bit more simple. So if you're somebody who wants to start bodybuilding, the one thing I can say is men's physique is a great way to begin your journey, and then really not have to worry about doing 6 or 7 different poses like you will with the classic physique. So that's why men's physique is my favorite. Will I venture off to other things? I don't think so. But men's physique is great, and then Coach Zane here helping him out he's known for his posing. So the fact that me and Lex were talking about before is the fact that things like this are super important, because if you're able to come out here and practice your craft just like anything else you would do, no matter what you do, whether it's the fitness industry, whether it's not, it's practice makes better, right? You might not be perfect, but you can definitely get 1% better each day. So come out and practice, find local posing clinics near you, and just get better. Don't compare yourself, don't worry about it, and just continue to be 1% better each and every day. Continue to grow, because eventually then you'll kind of come into your confidence and you won't even recognize yourself anymore. So.
So you here and you just kind of see how you just gotta kind of roll them forward a little bit. See how they roll forward?
Now I see the lats coming out.
Yes, see how they roll? But that's why I say so.
Yeah, when I was messing around with it, I liked it straight on too.
I'm trying to remember how I did it. You're gonna know, because it's almost like a feeling situation. That's why it's kind of good to kind of loosen them up, because you gotta get those lats. You so tight and dry that day.
Yeah.
So that bit you might be, you know what I mean?
Cramping up, yeah.
So you just get into the second one. Yep, there you go. There you go. I see how you naturally just move your feet. I like that. That's people don't understand. You can move your feet. So you can stuck in the.
And then when I come from the back,
like they're picking up Thor's hammer. Those boys will not move.
and when I come from the back, I think what I'm gonna do is when I come around, I'm gonna come here.
Come down on that foot. Come down a little bit more.
Just to mix it up a little bit different.
There you go. See how you flat-footed there? You want to be a little bit more than flat-footed on that pose that you got.
Yeah.
All right, go back to that one pose and do it.
Going on, guys? We had an amazing posing clinic here at NXT Level Supplements, but I have a very special person here that I'm going to interview and introduce you guys to, because she is killing it here in Daytona Beach with her amazing shows. I'm going to have her introduce herself to you guys. I'm going to ask her some questions from here. So go ahead and introduce to the people who you are and what you do in this area.
Hi, my name is Yanni Rodriguez, so I am a OCB promoter. I have been a OCB promoter for 6 years now, and my Daytona show is my 4th OCB show that I promote. I also have a show in Panama City, the Fire Nights Classic, in August. I have a show in Alabama, Magic City Muscle, coming up in March 29. And then I have the largest OCB show in Florida, which is the Tampa Natural, which is a Pro-Am. And I have that in November. But here in Daytona, it's the Checkered Flag. That's my newest show. I love it. I have big hopes for the show. This is going to be the 3rd year, and it's been growing every year so far. So I'm super excited for it, and I actually have big plans for it for next year. That's a secret still, but I will announce that at the show in May. So yeah, I'm super excited about it, and I'm excited to have. When I started judging 10, 11 years ago now, I judged the show here in Daytona for the first time. So I'm super excited to be back in Daytona.
Awesome. And I actually did her show last year, and it was a fantastic show. Everybody was so professional there. The judges were amazing. She was amazing. The competitors were amazing. So if you have never done one of her shows, if you're here in Daytona, you definitely need to do one. And I'm going to make sure we show some advertisements here so you guys can know when the dates are and when they're happening. So I know that I've heard you say that you've competed, you've done judging, you're now doing promotion. So how did that start for you? How did you go from being a competitor to a judge to what you do now?
Okay, so I just felt like I was a competitor, but I started out being a competitor just kind of to prove to myself that I could step on stage. And then I actually have a transformation story that you guys can see at my show. I don't know if you remember that, but at the Daytona show I do a transformation division. So so I have that. So that's when I started. But being on stage was never as fun to me as being behind the scenes. Being behind the scenes, helping other people. I was a coach. I had a small team for a couple of years, and it was kind of like more my thing versus being in the limelight myself. I'd rather help other people. So when I got a chance to just learn to judge, and I started judging with the NGA 11 years ago, like I said, then with the OCB 10 years ago, and that kind of just led to me getting to know people and then discussing promoting and so forth, and I just wanted to give back more to a sport that I kind of had fallen in love with. And then I started with one show in 2005 and kind of grew from there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And that's amazing to go, because I feel like, and I feel the same way as you, right? When you start competing, and then you have an amazing coach or you become a coach, you start to really just want to help other people out, right? Because you see other people in yourself, which I think is very amazing. So, tell me, so you went from judging to being a promoter. How has it been for you being a promoter? Have you had any struggles that you've been having to overcome, or has it just been everything you've hoped and dreamed of?
No, it's definitely been a struggle. Being a promoter, this is definitely a business. And as every business, you have to make sure that you put work into it. And there's a lot behind the scenes that I didn't realize. I feel like a lot of people don't realize there's a lot of behind the scenes when it comes to promoting that you have to figure out to make sure that just all the puzzles come together and are right for show day, right? You have to find everything as far as getting a good vendors at the show, good makeup artists, find the right venue, find the right date, make sure that you're not clashing with other shows, make sure that you get enough attention to your show that you get competitors to come to your show, make sure that you get goodie bags, make sure that you get shirts, make sure, trophies, everything, all that stuff that comes is behind there. There's definitely a lot there that like I say, you don't realize when you just you step on you register for a show, you step on stage, you're like, oh, okay, this is no problem, right? But there's a lot behind the scenes, and there was definitely have been struggles. But OCB has a great kind of support system behind us, so they help us a lot and give us resources to kind of set things up and just kind of move on and be successful. And I haven't judged for a few years before. I kind of already knew people in the space, and so that kind of helped me too, just knowing people and being here. So, but there's always, and every time I start a new show, that's always a struggle, kind of getting their legs under it and getting people to come and realize that that this is a good place to be, right?
For sure.
So that's like I said, it's a business, and there's always kind of a little bit of struggle there. It goes up and down like any other. COVID year was tough, but I took on the Tampa show in 2020. That's the first time I started that one, so that was definitely interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've gone up and down, but fortunately, I am fortunate to have a lot of good people around me to help me out too, and get to know more people, good people, every year. So I'm excited about it.
And it's wild because, when I did your show, you would never think about all that stuff that's going on in the background. You just seem so composed. You seem like you had everything together. And I know sometimes people don't understand what people are dealing with and the things they really have to make sure that, they're getting everything in place. So we definitely appreciate you for, getting through that, continuing to do it, because I know your shows are growing and it's absolutely amazing. And I know you've given us so much value so far during this interview, but if you can just give one piece of advice that you would have maybe for anybody that's looking to compete, promote, maybe be a judge, maybe if you can just brand it all together, what's one piece of advice you would have for somebody who's maybe stepping into this type of field?
Make connections, get to know people. So that's the best thing. If you want to promote, go to shows, get to know people, help out backstage, both as competitors, as judge. If you're interested in promoting, anything like that, just go into shows, talk to other promoters, and see if you can help out, whether it's helping out backstage or anything like that. That gives a lot of gives you the insight on how things are going. I actually think that every competitor should try to help out too, just so that they get an idea what goes wrong. And like, if you're a pro, then get a judging certification and judge. See if you can judge. Do something to give back to the community for sure. And like I said, get to know somebody. People like make connections. That's how it all is. It's word of mouth. It's getting to know people and making a name for yourself.
Awesome, and I appreciate that so very much. So if you can just give us where the people can find you, maybe your Instagram page, maybe the page for your show page, all that stuff, where can the people find you?
Okay, so my personal Instagram is Glacier Bodies, so Glacier like a block of ice and bodies. So that's my personal one, and you can find all my shows from there actually. But it is OCB Checkered Flag, OCB Fire and Ice Classic, OCB Tampa, and OCB Magic City Muscle.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And we're going to have all those pages down below so that you guys can access them too. Thank you so much for this interview. I appreciate it so very much. Make sure you guys go show her some love. Go compete in her shows. And thank you so very much. Have a great rest of your day. Alrighty guys, so as you saw, we had a fantastic turnout when it came to the posing clinic, and this is the first of many here at Next Level Supplements. So again, if you didn't come, make sure you come to the next one. You know your boy Mike is going to promote. Make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram, MikeRBFit, MikeB_modeling. Follow my YouTube, Style and Muscle with Mike. And then also make sure that you guys follow Legendary, legendarymusicshop.com, where you can get all the Legendary merch that we have. Make sure you guys tap in because the movement is expanding, not just from fitness, but to music, to modeling, everywhere. Also, too, we are looking for influencers, so anybody that's looking to be a part of what we do, whether it's fitness, music, anything like that, reach out. We would love to have you. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like, you comment, you subscribe, and you put down below what more things that you would like to see from me, and I'll definitely make sure I bring that to you guys. Thank you so much. We're out.